Hey guys, I'm Rio. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I would like to talk about how did I learn English. Don't pursue perfection. I speak my English and you speak your English. Before we get into the main topic, let me introduce myself a little bit to you guys. I was born and raised in Japan, and I'm a senior student at the university right now. And I've never studied abroad, and I didn't go to any international schools. So basically speaking, I learned English in Japan. So I would say I'm just a normal Japanese student who got English education in Japan as you did. In September 2022, so it's almost like 2 years ago, I started to learn English intensively. And that changed my life drastically. Back then, my TOEIC score was 615 and my speaking level was like this.
I am also glad to talk with people from other countries. I belong to a basketball club team, since junior high, and I lead the team as a captain. Then there were about 50 players at that teams.
To be honest with you guys, I strongly remember that it took about over 1.5 hours to shoot for this video. But for now, I definitely can speak in English more confidently and more smoothly if I compare with the person I am today versus the person I used to be. Well, when I started to learn English, I watched a lot of YouTube videos because I was searching for the person who can speak English even if they doesn't have any experiences in studying abroad or going to international school. Because I wanted someone to prove that we can acquire English skills without studying abroad or international school. Isn't it the reason you clicked this video, isn't it? Oh, then let me ask you some questions here. Do you think we will be able to speak in English confidently without studying abroad or going to international school? I believe the answer of this question is yes, because I'm enjoying speaking English in front of you guys right now. Honestly speaking, I was kind of shy guy, so I didn't have a confidence to study abroad alone. So I really respect the person who can step outside of their home country and go to study abroad. I am just a Japanese people who learn English here in Japan without studying abroad or going to international school. So I can guarantee that you also will be able to do that. The same thing. I bet you would. Definitely. You know, when I didn't have a confidence to speak English before, my family or my friends or my professor, even some YouTuber encouraged me a lot, and I really appreciate for that. So I want to do the same thing for those who has the same concern that I have. I know we can learn English without studying abroad or international school, and I believe in the power of the language. You know what? I'm a still English learner as well, like you are, because learning English is such a long journey. Once you watch this video, would you be able to speak in English confidently, like a magic? Of course not. However, if you could keep going with me, one day in the future, you definitely can be able to enjoy speaking English. So let's embark on the English journey together. Well, first of all, let me talk about the mindset. When it comes to the learning languages, the mindset is very crucial. Well, firstly, why do you want to speak English? What would you like to do if you could speak English fluently? Figuring out the purpose of the English journey is such an important thing. As I mentioned consistently, we have to keep learning on and on and on and on. So once you make your purpose clear, you won't miss the purpose of the English journey. And let me ask you some questions again. Do you speak English? Can you speak in English? And what do you say? How do you answer this question? When I started to learn English, I got exactly the same question 100 times. And I was like, well, I can't speak English perfectly. Or I speak broken English, or something like that. But one day, I changed the way to respond this question. And I said like, yeah, I love speaking English, and this is my second language. You know, we don't have to care how perfectly we speak in English. The thing is, whether or not you can use English as a tool to communicate with people from different cultures. Or you may care about your accent or the way you speak. I also used to care about how the other people think of my English. But now I don't. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter. Seriously. Let me tell you a story. You know what? Actually, I have a friend who is from Thailand, and I got known to him like 2 years ago. So exactly the same moment that I started to learn English intensively. And that was the very first time for me to communicate with people in English. Well, and then we gradually get to know each other and we spend a lot of time together. Yeah, he's one of my best friends actually. And one day, my friends told me like this. Why does your English accent sound like Thai accent? Did you go to the Thailand to study in English by any chance? When I heard it, I was so shocked, but at the same time, I was really happy and even proud of my accent, like Thai accent, you know. Even though I was learning American English and try to have an American accent, at that time, I realized that the way we speak or the accent can be diverse. So like, there's no need to stick to American or British accent. This paradigm shift was a game changer of my English journey. We don't have to be ashamed of our accent or the way we speak. You know, I speak my English and you speak your English. Besides, what is the perfect English? What is the perfect consonant? Is my consonant perfect? いや、絶対ちゃう。いや、完璧な関西弁ってないね。I can't speak 関西弁 perfectly, even though I've been here for like over than 20 years. Well, then how the hell can I speak language perfectly? Don't pursue perfection. Never. Yeah, I speak my English and you speak your English. That's okay. So if you're asked to this question, do you speak English? Or can I speak in English? I want you to say like, yeah, I do love speaking English and this is my second language. Rather than, well, I can't speak English perfectly or like, I speak broken English or something like that. Actually, I'm offering a free individual consulting through my official line account. You can take this free session by registering on that line. So if you're interested in, please check the URL on the description below. Alright, so then let's go back into the main topic. Alright, and then I'm gonna talk about the method, how I learn English from now on. Number one, forcing yourself to speak English. In other words, put yourself in an environment that you have to use in English. Like I did, once you put yourself in the environment, you have to use English. You have to speak up English. Without Japanese, you're gonna be able to speak in English at the end of the day. English is a special tool that enables you to communicate with people from different cultures in the world. So English is a tool, so you have to know how to use it. We know how to use smartphone because we need it to survive in this society. If you have to use English, you're gonna try to learn English. In that kind of environment, you're gonna try to learn English as hard as possible you can because you have to. So I suggest you to put yourself in the environment and you have to use in English without Japanese. Actually, there are a lot of things that you can do in daily lives to immerse yourself in an English environment. So all you have to do is to put yourself in the English environment or create English environment by yourself. For example, you can do part-time job at the sightseeing industry, which English is required, or you may take all English classes, or even you can change your smartphone's language into English. So immerse yourself in English as much as possible you can. Let me give you a small tip for you. I recommend you get into the language exchange community. But actually, your Japanese skill will be a special tool if there are people who want to learn Japanese. You know, in that kind of environment, the Japanese learner and the English learner can help each other. Besides, those who are learning second language knows how difficult it is. So they won't never make fun of your mistakes and always encourage each other. So joining in the language exchanging community will be one of the best choice for you. Well, actually, there are so many people who want to learn Japanese as we immerse in. And then number two, talk to yourself. Well, it's very simple. Just having a conversation with yourself. Talk to yourself in English. Well, you can talk whatever you want, literally whatever. For example, you may describe what you've done today, or you can try to explain what you can see, like there are two birds flying in the sky or sort of thing. In this training, you may use any phrase or words that you learn in the textbook so that you can understand how you can use that words or phrases in the real conversation. In addition, you can do whenever you want. I'm doing self-talking when I'm walking around or just making dinner or something like that. The thing is, even if you're doing this training outside, once you put your earphones on, no one realizes you're actually talking to yourself. you just pretend as if you're talking to someone or something like that. So don't be shy, don't be shy. Number 3 is mimicking, imitating. Find your favorite English speaker and try to imitate how they speak precisely as much as possible you can. You can even select any singers or like dramas or sitcoms or like movies, anything, and mimic them. The more you practice it, the better you speak. In this training, you will understand not only the rhythm or flow or vibe of the English, but also you can understand the non-verbal communication at the same time. Imitating is such a very effective and efficient way to practice your English. Podcast is also really good tools to practice your English, especially for listening skills and speaking skills. Even if you know the meaning of the words and phrases, you can't use them unless you know how to sound it. Then when you mimic the behavior, like how to speak, how to sound, how to act, or something like that, you better record yourself to check how you speak in English. Alright, so far I talked about how I learned English. I think everything has a pros and cons. The benefit of the learning English is huge. You can talk to your friends in the world, you can directly access information, you can disclose yourself at the different fields, you can broaden your horizons and so on. On the other hand, cons is the one thing. You need to give up something to secure time for learning English. Once again, learning English gives you 1,000 of possibilities. So let's enjoy English journey together. Well, actually, in this global society, the number of the population who speak English as their foreign language outnumbers that of native speakers. You know, I speak my English, and you speak your English. As I told you earlier, I'm also offering a free individual consulting. So if you want to take that session, please register my official line. You can see on the description below. I launched this YouTube channel for those who want to learn English without studying abroad or going to international school. And I'm gonna keep providing useful information for you guys. So if you like this video, I really appreciate it if you could smash the like button or subscribe to our channel. Before we finish this video, let me ask you this question. Do you speak English? Can you speak English? Well, I speak my English, and you speak your English. Thank you for watching this video to the end. See you in the next video. Bye.